Our World Economic Forum report on South Africa's maths and science education in 2014 placed it last out of 148 countries, behind Haiti, Chad and Lesotho, as well as Zimbabwe. An entrepreneur has come up with Syafunda digital libraries, which allows learners to access and download books, past papers and video tutorials for free.
My name is Zakheni Ngubo, and I'm the founder of Syafunda. 15 years ago, I was sitting in a classroom and my entire school didn't have a maths teacher. When I completed, having obtained 4 distinctions, I was rejected by every university in the country, so I had to spend an extra year upgrading my maths results in order to get into university. Now the reality is, 15 years later, not much has changed. We still have classrooms that are overcrowded, our students don't have access to textbooks, and we have a shortage of maths and science teachers. So what we do at Syafunda, because we believe that the future of education is in integrating the best classroom experience into a mobile device. We go out and we work with some of the best teachers in the country in developing digital content. But what we do differently, our content is in a localized context and languages. So we work within the Department of Education framework using an 80-20 rule, which basically breaks down the language barrier by simplifying content and explaining the terms so that kids who are using English as a second or a third language can understand and interact with the content, but most importantly be able to answer an exam question that is written in English. The second part is the context. A lot of the material that we have is not from South Africa, and a lot of students from rural and township schools are failing and are not able to relate and understand it. So the second thing we do is we break down the concept of in each topic, taking the abstract concepts that are in American textbooks and other content and bringing it down to what they do on a daily basis. So after developing all this material, we realized an opportunity in the growing mobile landscape in South Africa. South Africa has one of the highest mobile penetration rates in the world. Out of about 3.5 million high school students in South Africa, about 76% of them have access to a mobile device, either through a cell phone or a tablet. But this is the problem. Internet is still very expensive in South Africa, but also it gets overwhelmed, particularly when dealing with video material. So at Syafunda, we developed a solution for this. And what we have is a Syafunda digital library. What this technology does is a simple technology that you can plug into any place where there's no infrastructure, where there's no internet connectivity, and all it needs is a power source. And what it does, it emits a Wi-Fi hotspot of 2 kilometers. And therefore, any student within that radius can be able to use any device that picks up Wi-Fi to download digital content, which is video, textbooks, as well as workbooks, without having to worry or pay for data or internet. Then we go a step further by partnering with local content providers and publishers to be able to put together a library of content that is inclusive, inspiring, and empowering. This content comes in 5 categories: entrepreneurship, financial literacy, maths, science, and digital skills training. We believe the only way we can resolve this education crisis is through coming together in a spirit of cooperation and collaboration. It will be in thinking out the box and looking at ways we can integrate the best technology into our classrooms.